The epic tales of Ramayana and Mahabharata are something most of us are aware of in India. These scriptures were widely spread across the Indian subcontinent with a purpose that we could all learn and adapt the right values from the lives of these great sages. Beyond this, interestingly, they also narrate the story of one of the oldest martial art of India, Mallayuddha. The first written evidence of Mallayuddha is found in the epic Ramayana, making it the oldest codified form of martial art in India. Over a period of time, Mallayuddha went through various changes and even found its way to the Olympics, where it is played as modern wrestling.
This is a very ancient game which is passed on to us by our forefathers. So, it's very dear to us. Like any other sport, Kushti also needs discipline. But our training and routine is very rigorous. Kushti starts from this, mud, and this is called a mud akhada. Like this game, this mud is also very special. This is a mixture of turmeric, mustard oil, almond skin, and many other herbs mixed with a special kind of mud. A lot of effort goes into making this mud suitable for a fight, and its medicinal properties makes it dear to every fighter. A Pahalwan not only goes through rigorous training in akhada, but his life too. He must follow the same discipline which requires him to be very careful of what he eats, how much he rests, and we take great care of all this here. We even teach kids to cook their own food, so they don't have to depend on others for their healthy meals. All our vegetables are homegrown and even our milk is organic. We make sure that kids get proper nutrition and care. Now this game has moved from mud to the mat because of the obvious interest in the international tournaments and popularity of the game. Though some tournaments in villages are still done on the mud, but majority of akhadas have moved to the mat. The shift from mud to the mat has brought various changes in the training techniques too. Where mud requires a lot of stamina, mat requires a lot of speed and technique. Unlike other games, in Kushti, our body is the weapon, so we must prepare it accordingly. That's the reason Pahalwani starts at a very young age, as it is easier to mold a young child according to the tough regime of the game. There is a saying, if you leave the training for a day, it will leave you behind by 4 days.
Evolution is key to survival. This is achieved by adapting oneself with the time and needs. And it doesn't necessarily mean a compromise. Some things evolve and move into a higher strata to not only make itself relevant, but also to help its pursuers achieve a greater sense and purpose in life. One can experience this by seeing it firsthand to understand the finer nuances and appreciate something as iconic as this art. Fortunately, I have, and hopefully you have too.